Well, you know, Brad, take the Magnificent Mile this afternoon. Right now, in fact, there are Chicago police cars, some unmarked, others marked right now, up and down Michigan Avenue with lights on in anticipation, perhaps, that a protest in the Loop might move this way. Now, those I spoke with today say the unrest is a culmination of many complicated factors, but there is also concern that it might be happening without a clear message about what the specific end game is. For some, these scenes are disturbing, anger-inducing. For others, the protests and even clashes with police are an act of necessity.
We have neighborhoods across the city who need to be heard, and more than anything else, that need resources and investment.
That's how 25th Ward Alderman Byron Cicho Lopez explains some of the unrest that's happened in the city over the past 8 days, from the looting to the protests and to the violence between protesters and officers. To be sure, there's finger pointing. Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown says protesters sparked most of the scuffles.
We will not stand by when people begin breaking the law.
Protesters say it's the other way around. Northwestern University's Alvin Tillery, the director of its Center for the Study of Diversity and Democracy, says it's not unprecedented.
I think that the problem is that the media and people in the upper and middle classes in America expect every protest movement to look like the African American civil rights movement, which was one that used nonviolent social protest, very disciplined, managed through organizations. And the reality is that throughout most of our history, that has not been the modal form of protest.
He says what we've seen in the downtown streets of late is akin to an act of desperation for systemic change, except in Tillery's view, the next step is missing.
It's very good and effective at turning people out into the streets, but there isn't supposed to be a next step. The next step is supposed to be negotiation. The next step is supposed to be change, if you believe in that sort of model from the 50s and 60s, and it doesn't seem to me that that part's figured out.
There's no sign the protests are dying down. On Facebook, there are notices for more to occur on the Mag Mile later this month and into September. The alderman hopes conversations about specific, even legislative ways to address systemic inequality helps stop them.
That's my concern. The more that we delay that conversation, the more that people see that we're not taking those demands seriously.
And of course, there is another side to the story, and that is an economic side and a livability side, too, especially for those people who live in the Streeterville or downtown area. A spokesperson for the Magnificent Mile Association today saying businesses, for example, are still assessing the damage from last week's looting and still, in some cases, assessing whether or not they can stay here on the Mag Mile. We hope to have more on those issues later in the week. For now, reporting live on Michigan Avenue, Dana Kozlov, CBS 2 News.